we're downtown, Bistro 1907, Mark Canzanetta with Abby, Business Journal, Chad Cromer, NextHome, Go 30 Realty. This place is burning at 8 in the morning. And the champagne bottle's cracking open. Mimosas for everybody. We're just wrapping. Yeah, right? Are we shooting now?
Rates, right?
Speaking of interest rates, Abby, did you know that if you bought a house last year versus this year, because the rates are lower now, okay, by like a whole point, so 5% last summer, 4% this summer, you could, instead of buying like a $150,000 house, you could buy 170, 175, same payment, same terms, nothing changes. So, or if you don't get off the fence now because rates are so low, okay, and they go up just a half a point, so it moves from 4%, which they're at now, to 4.5%, which they were maybe 60 days ago. If you're putting 5% down, so on a $100,000 house, that's $5,000. You're going to have to put $10,000 down to make the payment the same. So you got to double down. So what it says is, buy now.
Tell me about the home buying process and contracts and what that all means.
Well, the main part about what we're doing in today's world that's different, other than maybe 3 years ago, is going to be an e-signature. Paperless companies. We're not coming to your office anymore or your house to get paperwork signed. So what the consumer really needs to know, whether it's a real estate transaction or any transaction really, is read through the documents before you're doing these signatures. I could send out paperwork to you and say, hey, let's talk around lunchtime and go over the paperwork, and this way you know what you're signing. People aren't doing that. They're getting these documents and then they're signing immediately, not understanding what's going on. They have this trust factor, which by all means is great. We appreciate that. But there's still some very pertinent information in there that the consumer needs to understand what it is.
Okay. So what are the pros and cons of e-signatures?
E-signature is, the pros for the majority of it is convenience, efficiency. So you could be at work and I could be doing 3 other things and you could sign the paperwork to make an offer on the house. Mm-hmm. I would say the con of that is also maybe the same thing. You lose that personal connection, kind of like what we're doing now, just kind of sitting down and shooting the breeze and kind of understanding what's happening. What we're talking about right now is Zillow has their make me move. You know, it says like kind of what my dad would say. If somebody's going to give me the right price, I'm going to move. Well, that just means you're probably overpaying for something, and even the seller knows it. Like, I don't want to move, but if you give me this ridiculously high number, you'll make me move. Anytime you go online, let's be realistic, anytime you go online with anything, the information could be wrong, it could be inaccurate, but it's still going to drum up some sort of publicity. Whether somebody makes a phone call, drops you an email, clicks to say I'm interested, I mean, it's going to do something. So unless you're still really aggressive with the price, because there's so much data online, there's so much knowledge that could be taken, whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. It's still out there and people believe it. So, you know, if Zillow says your house is worth $500,000 and your make me move price is $700,000, you let me know how that's going to work out.